That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Eluding the... And right away, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 36, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this, up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On second down, here's Burrow. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Seibert's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Mayfield just getting the play off. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 3.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now from the 50. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
11-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pulled in at the 24. Called that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Now a timeout.
To Nick Chubb.
7 seconds left in the first half.
On the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole 2nd half, but use the way we finished the 1st one to start the 2nd.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that 1st touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Check like 33.
Here's Burrow. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. It's brought in left side by Tate. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Tate. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The 27-yard line.
first down. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. D.D. Westbrook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Browns
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Mayfield on first down. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cleveland.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Browns first down.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Bengals 13-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. They'll run with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Space to maneuver at the 40. He completes it to Westbrook as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back. Switch. Check.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The open man is Westbrook. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 21 yards, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. These two teams all tied after one.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 13. Larry Lyons. Check 33.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Switch. Tighten up.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
3 yards.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Check curls. Watch the safety creep.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The score.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
Well, credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Browns.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield, quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Cleveland.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield now. And bringing it in right right side here. Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Beckham.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
At the 37-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver,
maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Browns 14. Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
Mayfield.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Out.
So on 4th down, here's the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillen, to punt for the Browns. This is taken at the 18. A very good return.
return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 30.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
That's going to be a long
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, we always talk about you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, Burrow escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. They got his man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game.
Extra point is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Now Burrow. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Bengals 28, Browns 21.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go. And bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20. First down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This one out quickly to Westbrook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious. They've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive. But without him, they're not winning this game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
And the Browns' 1st down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Browns.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. That catch good for only a couple. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Here we go with Burrow. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Browns.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here's Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One last shot for Mayfield here. Flush to his right. And he'll find Hall. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Today's final score, Bengals 42.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bengals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.